Hi there. Welcome to Sunnyside Journals. Welcome to 30 minutes of my day. I have a bit of work to do today. You'll be seeing this probably Saturday morning. But I actually, it's earlier in the week. But happy October. I'm happy it's October. I love the fall. And where I live in Ontario, Canada, autumn is spectacularly beautiful with color. And our trees turn yellows and oranges and reds and dark burgundy purples, and there's some trees that remain green, so when you mix them all together, it's just spectacular. And of course the weather, that appeals to me. I love sunny days where a sweater is enough, and I like cool nights where I can leave my window open and snuggle under lots of blankets. And anyhow, I'm wandering off topic. Needless to say, I'm happy it's October. I'm working on an altered playing card today. So it's actually a little Catherine altered playing card. So I have the base ready. I find when I make altered playing cards, I like to get the card part ready at least a day ahead because they're so thick, and I use Mod Podge. So I just find that it's easier to do the prep work on one day, let it dry, and then leave it overnight under a brick. And then I know it's thoroughly dry. And of course, I'm going to want to do some more layering. So it's ready to have a bit more layering done to it. So I've been thinking about what I want to put on this little Catherine card. And I found an old dictionary page with some illustrations. So I do like this sailing ship here. Hold on, I want to go get some more things. Okay, so I have a little piece, a little offcut of, this is the paper that I used for end papers in Journeys Through Bookland. And I think I want this here, that square. So I want that. And then, of course, if it's going to be a little Catherine card, I need a little Catherine. So here's my bin. This is my bin that I usually, for my own personal collaging journals and, my art journal and such. So there it is, Catherine's journals. Just so that I know when to grab it. And I have various little Catherines in here. So I want to find the right one who's going to go in. She looks a good size. Sometimes, for various reasons, sometimes I want little Catherine on a paper. For anyone who's new here, that's me. That's me. I think I was about 3. Aren't the glasses just adorable? This is actually the original photo. That's me with my brothers. So that's Catherine and Mark and Randy and Ernie. And that's us on our front lawn. So, and yes, my parents were that good. See the height? 4 years apart. 4 years apart. That's a little bigger. Sometimes I want a photo, and sometimes I prefer paper. Now, I have them different sizes. That's why I have these. So if I want a small little Catherine, unfortunately, usually my brothers don't make it into the picture. They don't mind. This one looks like it's the medium one, and that's the smaller one. Yeah, that's not. I've got these labeled wrong. That's small. That's medium. I like her. I think I want to use a photo this time. So, oh, martinis. That'll be going somewhere. Someday into one of my journals. There we go. So I'm going to leave this little Catherine out in case I change my mind. Alrighty. So, in case you're wondering, sorry, my brain is, I'm already thinking, I want this here, I want this here, and I've got to stop that while I'm trying to explain things. Oh, rats, I wanted that in here. In case you're wondering, the reason for using this paper and wanting that ship, the person who purchased Journeys Through Bookland asked if I would include a little Catherine card in with Journeys Through Bookland, and I'm always happy to accommodate a little Catherine card. So keep that in mind if you ever purchase one of my journals and you'd like a little Catherine, either a card or perhaps you just want me to glue her in somewhere into the book. I'm always happy to put a little Catherine in there. So let's cut this one out first. And I'll cut this one out, and then I can make my decision after it's ready. I'm going to pause while I fussy cut, because fussy cut is laborious. And we all know how to do it. So hold on while I fussy cut. Okay, so you know what? I really like the look of the photo, and I'm very happy with it. So I'm going to forego using paper Little Catherine, and I'm going to go with photo Little Catherine. Now I want to use this tile. There's a fold on it. Because it was wrapping paper, there are some folds on it. That's not going to interfere with what I want to do today. Because that's the beauty of collage, right? There's lines, there's ink, there's tears, there's a whole mishmash of wonderful things that end up making collage look awesome. So I'm not worried about that fold there. I'll probably ink it and it's going to look great. So let's but I'm not sure yet. I want to sort of see what it is. I think I have an idea what I want to do with it, but I'm not sure yet. And I want to see what else is on here that I might care to use. All right. Now this little guy for the sailing ship, I want to tear him. This is old paper. I love finding old dictionaries that are illustrated, and this is an awesome one. So first of all, I want to be able to save this side in case I want to use it on something else, because there's some good pictures there. Sailfish, St. Bernard, oh, a salamander. So I'm going to put that aside into my little collage bin that I have. Now that I love collaging, thanks to Nancy, I thought I didn't like collaging. And then I did her Make a Traveler's Notebook Along with Me series, and she got me hooked. The woman got me hooked. So I'm using my ruler, not because I want a straight line, because I want a controlled line, a controlled edge. And sometimes when you're tearing, I'm sure you've had this happen to you. It happens to me all the time. The tear goes where you don't want it to go. And I forget who I saw doing this, but it was enlightening when I saw her using her ruler just to simply control where she wanted her tear to go. Because I want sort of a little circle around that ship. I don't want it square. And, but I also don't want it to go where I don't want it to go. So, as I said, this is Saturday, but it's actually not Saturday. But since you're watching this on Saturday, I'm hoping my husband unexpectedly had to go into work. And you know my rule when he works, I go to my little book sale. And since it is, I'm just going to get some paper to put underneath. Since it is October, my little book sale will be closing down at some point. I know last year they closed down early because of COVID, and because at the time the people who were helping out with the counting heads to go in and taking the money, paying payments and that, they were staying outside the building, which allows more visitors to go into the building because we were limited on our head counts where I live at that time. So I'm quite sure they opted, I seem to recall they opted to close a bit early. It's such an old church, they can't heat it. They can't cool it, they can't heat it. It has electric lights, that's it. Oh, and a flush toilet. So, anyhow, I'm not sure when it is that they're going to suddenly announce this is our last weekend. So I figured hubby is unexpectedly going into work. I'm going to unexpectedly go to my little book sale. And I just want to ink that and see what's there. I think it's been about 3 weeks since I've been there. And, you know, a lot can change in 3 weeks and not much can change. So now that I have an entire wall of books to choose from, and I am not kidding when I say I have an entire wall of books in here. In fact, the shelves are full and I have them piled on the floor. I really don't need more books, but the squirrel in me wants to save for a rainy day. And it certainly is nice in the wintertime. It's nice to have a reason not to go out into the bad weather, at least for me. And I'm just happy to go shopping on my own shelves and choose out a book and go to town. Here you go. All right. I like that. I want it quite dramatic. Nothing like a little drama for behind little Catherine. That's quite big. We'll see. Maybe have it on the horizon line. I'm wondering, see, here's where this can take a while. I'm thinking I want to pull that in a bit more, the edge. So after all that inking, I'm going to take some more off. That's all right. That's an artist's prerogative, right? I'm going to take it in a bit more. And here's where, again, the ruler comes in very handy to control the tear, especially with old paper that wants to just crack and break, which is this. So this ruler is helpful. That's better. Not quite so bulky. Let's try it again. Once it comes together, it'll come together quickly. I'm just not sure how I'm going to do it because I also want to incorporate putting in a letter C because it's a little Catherine card. And coincidentally, the new owner of Journeys Through Bookland, their name starts with the letter C. So we're both going to be able to enjoy a letter C on our little Catherine card. All right. All right, let's try this again. I think I like that better. Where are you? Come on. There you go. You look nice. So this little thing I want to fussy cut. I'm going to pause and fussy cut this. But you can see I'm just going to go around the edge of it like this. So hold on while I finish. Okay, so we've got that fussy cut. I want to go around the edge of it. Where's my little tiny brush? There we go. Because I don't like the fresh cut white edge. And I also want to ink that fold on purpose. If it's going to be visible, it may as well look artsy. You can quote me on that. Yep, so I'm going to head on over to my little book sale, see if there's anything waiting there for me. Let's do Catherine while we're at this. And get those white edges darkened up. We've got our Thanksgiving coming up soon. Canada does celebrate Thanksgiving. We celebrate it in October. So I have dreams of wonderful meals coming up. I'm hanging on to these because I'm not sure whether I want to fussy cut them as well and put them in the corners. Not sure yet, but I can do that later. All right, so I'm going to bring this down closer. Let's hope this works. Last time I tried to do this, I cut myself off. So here we go. Let's try. That works. All right. Sorry, I should have done that all along. So we've got little Catherine here. We've got the sailboat here. And we've got this, looks like a little portrait of a little flower here. I like that there. These are quite shiny, but I will be using Mod Podge, the matte Mod Podge. And if it's still shiny after that, I'll use a spray matte finish. I'll just go over it with a spray matte finish. I do think I like that. Just like that. Now I wonder if I want to, I guess I can decide later. No, you know what? I think I was wondering about a tab. I don't think I'll put a tab. But perhaps it means that I would have room to put these little, they're just tiny little fleur-de-lis. Let's see if that's there. All right, let's just start gluing. If you overthink, it's not good. All right, Pringles lid, Mod Podge from Dollar Tree, and I need a paintbrush. Where's my Mod Podge brush? I have a little Mod Podge brush that I like using. No, it's not there. Up here. Are you a Mod Podge brush? Oh, you're teeny tiny. I don't know if I want you. One's too big, one's too little. Too little. I'm concerned. So I'm trying to give myself some mental. I want sales just above that line, and I want the top part just underneath where it says once more. That's how I'm going to remember. I'm going to go ahead and put the Mod Podge on here. Since it's just like decoupage, right? There. Now, now I've got to remember where I wanted this. So I want that right there. I believe. Cross your fingers. Oh boy. Let's see. Come on, you. I'm just trying to get it to remember to stick down. But if I use my fingers, at this point, it'll stick right to my fingers. And when I lift my finger away, I'll tear it right off. There, that's better. So I'm just using the brush to lean on it a little and sort of say, hey, lie down. That's good. Okay, and Catherine's going to go over here. So let's get that going. I'm going to give her a little bit. Just so that she's not stubborn. I got room for a word snippet there. I love a good word snippet. Go. Come on, Catherine. Lie down. I wonder how many times my mother had to say that. Lie down, go to sleep. How many of us have done that as mothers, knowing that we could hear them standing up in their cribs? Oh my goodness, that reminds me of when I hated when they got to that age where they knew how to pull themselves up to a stand in their crib, but they didn't know how to let themselves gently down again. Oh my goodness, and having to go in, lay them down, because you knew that if you didn't, they were going to just fall. They were, oh, come on, you. Catherine's head is trying to pop up. There we go. That part was always hard. The bedtime teaching of this is how you get yourself back down. If you're going to stand up, you need to be able to get yourself back down. Just like teaching them to go up and down the stairs on their bottoms. There. Okay, I like that. Now I've got to decide, do we do the little fleur-de-lis? Or maybe even just one. I'm going to pause and fussy cut a fleur-de-lis. Hold on. Okay, so I actually went ahead, and I haven't glued it down, don't worry, but I did go ahead and fussy cut all those little fleur-de-lis. So there is, come on. There we go. Tiny little fleur-de-lis. Come on, cooperate. There. Oh, no, I'm too close. Okay. There. Now you can do it? No, I don't want to. There it is. Yay! Okay, all that for that. And I do like them. So I am going to put them up. So let's do it. Let's move these out of the way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the C very faintly. I'm going to use Distress ink. I'm probably going to stamp it once on paper and then stamp it just on the back, the letter C. And that way it could still be journaled on top of, should the new owner wish to use this as a journaling card and write something on it. It'll be ready to go. But as I mentioned, I've used quite a bit of Mod Podge here this morning. So that's why I have told you what I'm going to do with the stamping. But I won't be doing it right away because I'm going to let this dry. It's going to go back under a brick so that it doesn't want to try and curl up on me. And then I will, the last thing I do is stamp the other side. Actually, no, the last thing I will do is I am going to spray this with a matte sealant. Thank goodness for tweezers. I probably should have put that down first. Now it does just fit. But I didn't know I wanted to do this. So the best laid plans, right? Oh, I want a bit more. Oh well. Sometimes you gotta wait for the inspiration. Oh, cute. Just gonna give that a little coating. Beautiful. I can see a little bit of Catherine's sleeve trying to curl up there. And if I have to, her head is also trying. I think it's the glossy photo. I should have given it a little bit of sandpaper. I'm going to go in and put a dab underneath. And then I'm going to hit it with the brick. So there it is. I'll post a picture of the other side when it's done. And you can see the finished product. But I do like how that turned out. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Wish me luck. There's my finger. I'm not used to having the screen so up close. Wish me luck at the book sale, and if I find some good books, maybe later on today there will be a book haul, or maybe tomorrow morning. So fingers crossed, and have a great rest of your day. We'll talk soon. Bye.